Major General Hans von Eisenberg was negotiating in secret for safe passage for his team. 5 of the V2 program's top men. He was meeting his Russian handler at the Brandenburg Gate. This was my chance to take him out before he could seal the deal. I was prepared, focused, confident. Little did I know, it would turn out to be the most difficult mission I'd ever undertaken. Von Eisenberg was punctual and made no effort to hide his ugly face. Neither did his Russian contact. I had a clear shot. The slightest pressure on the trigger, and it was good night, Major General. Just a question of choosing my moment. The square was well sheltered, so there was no wind to worry about. I had to aim 1 notch above the target to compensate for bullet drop. I controlled my breathing to steady my aim. And then... shoot.
I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart.
Hello everyone, this is the Rant 100 here, and I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on this game, Sniper Elite version 2, or V2, or V... whatever. Basically this game went free, kind of like what Left 4 Dead did back in December. It went on free sale on Steam for just a day, and I got it and installed it. And so in this video I'm going to be giving you the rundown of as much as I can and what this game has to offer, and maybe influence your decision on purchasing this game if you were looking at it. So yeah, let's get right into it.
First off, I'm going to be talking about the Sniper Elite campaign. I mean, to be completely honest, there is not really much I can talk about when it comes to the campaign. It's basically, they just give you an objective, you kill a bunch of bad guys, and then you kill like a high-ranking official, and then you're done. And then you move on to the next one. I mean, they probably was trying to get a point class, like a plot line, basically, with that first intro I showed you. I have a feeling they were trying to get a storyline across, but it just didn't interest me that much. I just wanted to go in and kill a bunch of guys. Now, don't get me wrong, I love storyline games. For example, The Walking Dead, that point-and-click game. But the thing about this game and that game is that game is solely around the storyline. It needs a storyline to make it interesting. This game, however, is more about the gameplay itself, like the sniping mechanics and you know, how you shoot people and snipe across the map. It's in its name the name is Sniper Elite, so it's about the sniper gameplay. And about the sniper gameplay, I mean, I found myself thoroughly enjoying this game because I mean, the controls are so strong and they're very to the point. I mean, to be honest, there are some points that I found that pissed me off. For example, on the hardest difficulty, I don't know if it's just the difficulty, but it feels like my bullets are kind of like plastic. Like, I shoot somebody in the stomach and they just bend over like they got hit in the nuts or something. And then I have to put another round in them to make them go down. But it's, for some reason, I felt like my bullets just went right through them. And same thing, I don't know if, again, I don't think it's with the I think it might be the difficulty, but like, basically the AI is really OP. For example, like when I'm fighting another sniper from across the map, they can line up their shot in less than a second and snipe my face off. And that's 2-bullet kill right there. So while I'm trying to line up my shot while worrying about other people shooting at me, I have to worry about a sniper from across the map that's able to hit my face off with little to no effort. And plus they move from different positions, which I thought was pretty cool if they didn't, like, were super elite hacking snipers. So, yeah, I felt that kind of pissed me off. I mean, it wasn't too annoying to the point where I just quit. I mean, if you can figure out different tactics on taking him down, then you're okay. But I mean, that's one thing you got to worry about when you're trying to play on different difficulty levels. Another thing I found that pretty interesting about the AI was that, you know, like the point system that you see at the bottom every time you kill somebody. I don't really know the importance of that, but it's pretty cool because you get different points depending on like moving targets and like vital areas that you shoot them and headshots and I don't know, I just found that really cool, and like the responses that the AI do to get being shot is really cool. I also really love the X-ray. Believe it or not, for me it didn't spoil the Let's Play. Sorry, not the Let's Play, the gameplay, because every time it goes into slow motion, that would probably piss you off in a little while. For example, killing floor. But this, for some reason, this really never spoiled the gameplay for me. It didn't deter me from wanting to keep playing. I mean, it went in slow-mo, and that was like so satisfying. See, it's morbid for me to be saying this, but it was very satisfying to see like the X-ray, like the Mortal Kombat-esque type of X-ray that you see when you get hit, when you hit somebody in like certain areas and they just explodes. And I think that's such a cool aspect of the game. It's also hilarious when you shoot them in the nuts. It's disgusting, but I mean, I guess you when you join the other army, the opposing side's army, you probably want to be a female, so you don't get shot in the nuts. But other than everything I just stated, there really is not much I can talk about the single player. It's just, you know, call it just exactly like Call of Duty, without any storyline. But I mean, I found it pretty entertaining. I don't know if I'm gonna complete the single player campaign because it might get repetitive over a little while, but you know, I feel that they probably could have done more with the storyline, to be honest. Maybe it's me, maybe I'm not paying attention to what they're doing, because I'm not ADD, you know, it's a problem. But I don't know, I feel that if they put more effort into the storyline, it probably would have made me want to play the single player campaign. Now, I haven't tried the cooperative yet. I'm trying to get iJack stuff to install it. His internet speed's kind of slow, but his computer's pretty good. But I'm gonna try to get him to install it, and I might get some cooperative gameplay if I could, or maybe live commentary, because I'm recording this while editing the video. So let's see what that has to bring us, because I really want to try out the cooperative, especially with this type of game. I'm not going to be playing that Nazi zombie mode. I have it, but I'm not going to be doing a video on it probably, because it's just like Sniper Elite except with zombies. So yeah, let's move on to what the multiplayer is like. Alright, let's head over into the multiplayer menu. Pretty standard multiplayer navigation. So let's connect to a server and see what oh, okay. Alright, well the server just failed over there. Let's try another server. This one. Alright, so you see the thing about So the multiplayer is kind of plain and simple, down to the point, average shoot 'em up stuff. What you're seeing here is footage of free-for-all gameplay, free-for-all footage. You're gonna notice that free-for-all is basically just a lot of camping and shooting. I mean, I understand that's what like snipers do in real life, they camp and shoot, but if you were to go run across the battlefield, you were probably gonna get your head sniped off. There are 3 game modes that I played so far. Team Deathmatch, I have some footage of that later. Free-for-all, and Capture the Flag. In the Team Deathmatch footage, you're going to notice a lot of like movement within the teams and everything. And you're going to notice the game doesn't encourage too much teamwork, basically. It's kind of just, I mean, yeah, you can move in and clear something out. It's kind of like Battlefield 4, basically. They're talking about how teamwork, blah blah blah, but there isn't much teamwork to be, because of stuff. There's server rules that people can configure so that they can change, like you can only have specific weapons and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, the multiplayer is kind of just a way to increase your accuracy with your mouse and the keyboard. Or I don't know if this game's for Xbox, but multiplayer and single player is kind of a good way to, I mean, this game itself is a good way to make your shooting better in video games. I mean, that could be a talent nowadays. I think it's a talent. Yeah, basically that's what the multiplayer is. I think there might be more modes. I have to check it out, but I'm not really sure. I haven't tried those out. But I did find myself liking team deathmatch the most, because that wasn't where two teams... I mean, sometimes on like that quarry map, that dark quarry map, basically it's just shooting back and forth, and you're barely going to get any kills because it's such an open place and it's hard to see targets because it's dark. But on maps like the footage I'm going to show in a little, on maps like this, on there's a lot of movement and people are setting up different areas that you can shoot from, and I found some of the maps to be very enjoyable. But just because there isn't team-based tactic, I mean, there is single player, like single tactic, like you move, you hiding in an area and moving from another place to avoid being shot with a sniper. I found it very entertaining, especially with the third-person view. I found that really cool because you're able to, there's more of a 180 degrees view like in real life, and you're able to peek over corners, which is a little cheap, but that's how the game works, so that's for everyone. Everyone could see that much, so I don't know, I found it to be the multiplayer very entertaining. I wasn't a big fan of capture the flag because basically adding capture the flag into a sniper game isn't really the most ideal idea, because I mean, they're snipers, so they're gonna be camping. So basically, if you're running through the middle of the map trying to capture somebody's flag, you're gonna get sniped. So I'm guessing that's a way for them to encourage teamwork, but I mean, the maps weren't really made for team areas, like how, for example, Counter-Strike, I forgot the map name, but it's like a snow map. There's different choke points that people can hold off to defend the captured citizens that the terrorists have. The maps are just really made for shooting and covering and nice sniping areas. It really wasn't made for tactic itself. But yeah, I felt that I really liked Team Deathmatch, and I'm sorry the footage is very laggy. I was on a laggy server, but I was doing pretty good in this footage here. There's also those things down in the bottom right corner, like the trip wire, the mines, the rocks. I don't know how the rocks are going to be important part of the multiplayer, but the trip mine and the mine set up for some pretty good, like, defensive areas. Like, they're pretty useful in the Nazi zombie mode, but in multiplayer, I guess they're good for setting up an area if you want to make your little house and your camping area. You could just shoot people from afar. But I felt that those were pretty cool. I mean, I haven't seen too many people been using them, but I've used them a few times. There's actually a few footage that you saw with me using it. Of course, the guy didn't run through it. I just shot him when he got seen. So, yeah, there's that. Anyways, that was my thoughts on Sniper Elite version 2. To be honest, I'm not gonna buy the third one. I think I'm good with this one because I've been thoroughly enjoying this game so far. It runs pretty well on my rig. I have a GTX 660 I just upgraded a little while ago. But anyways, make sure to like and even subscribe if you're feeling happy today, and expect more videos like this, or go over my channel and check out some of my machinimas. I love making those, and I think you guys might like them. Yeah, expect more my thoughts on videos like this, and I'll see you later.